Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm am I still a human that knows how to speak at this point is a question. Um, that said, I love something that electronic music does where it'll start with something that's almost unmusical.
Yes.
And it's just like, have faith, just stick with it. It's going to be okay.
Right.
And then they build something and then you're somewhere, like it just gets somewhere. And I love that little thing.
Yeah, Radiohead did that really well once on "Hail to the Thief." They did this. It was just this like whoop 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 whoop, and you're like, how are you gonna do anything with this? And then it like pauses for a half second and then comes back in, but with the drum underneath it, and you're like, oh, now it sounds like music. Like,
right?
How did you do that?
Yeah, it's amazing. And the thing, I remember somebody told me once, I was listening to a particular genre of electronic music, and it's very, very repetitive. But what you're listening for is the little modulations and the little tweaks in the repetition. That the music is about the way that the pattern has changed, not sort of the pattern itself. And so it's interesting the ways that electronic music pushes in a kind of new direction, sort of like in ways that jazz is doing things differently with the structure of music itself,
right?
As opposed to like classical or blues, and it's sort of like this is the idea that we're dealing with here. I thought the video was straight brilliant. This is the kind of thing that I would love. All joking from before aside, somebody to explain it to me.
Yeah.
And I was really transfixed. I was really drawn into the music and the sound. Really interesting. A little like hard on the eyes, the squiggle vision sort of thing.
Oh, you think you've got it bad? I'm watching this on an iPhone through Zoom, so it's at like 8 frames per second. My screen's only 4 inches wide, and then you don't even have the common decency to maximize the screen.
Right.
So, like, you talk about fever dreams. Like, this is mine's like a fever slideshow over here.
Right. Yeah, I bet that's really, really weird. Yeah.
That's why I've watched all the videos before we get together.
Right.
Because otherwise I'd be like, I don't know. I have no idea
what's that about?
Great.
No, I mean, really interesting, really effective, really green. Really cool music, though, still. Probably the most interesting song so far, musically and visually. So
yeah, I love their ability because they're still a band too. They're not just an electronic outfit. That they like when that electric guitar comes in, it sounds so good with everything else. It just adds to the song, and you almost forget that, like, oh no, that's just an electric guitar, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. So the last song, technically not a retread, because it is the solo project of Thom Yorke. So this is not a Radiohead song. This is a Thom Yorke song.
Sure.
And this song is called "Last I Heard He Was Circling the Drain." And this is it's actually the lowest energy, I think, of all of them, but also I think the most unsettling of all of them, which, based on you listening to Street Spirit way back early in the series, weeks and weeks ago, you know that Thom Yorke knows how to make something unsettling. So
yes. Well, preparing for deeply upsetting experience.
Yep. And I provide only the best.
That's right. Come along, everyone. Here we go.
And you will see a world of pure inebriation. I stole that from Family Guy. I stole that from Family Guy.
Yes. All right, here we go.